guys. I'm back and back and back on my page. Hi, hey, what's up? Hi. Hi, thank you. Thank you guys. Yes. So how you guys doing today? I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. We're just gonna wait a little bit for. Yes, we gotta be strong. We gotta be strong. A little loud. Hi. It's a little loud. I wanted to share my story again because for the past 5 years, since Apostle Johnson Suleiman arrested me, since Apostle Johnson Suleiman arrested me 2017 in Nigeria, he has not stopped coming after me till now. He's still trying to silence me, so I will not say the truth. But the truth is that 2014, I was 20 years old. My friend got married in Lagos, and I messaged her on BBM and I said, "How did you know this was your husband?" So she called, she replied me and said it was our pastor, Suleiman. She sings for Suleiman Church in Lagos. It was our pastor that saw the vision that was her husband. So I had similar problems. At that time, I had like 2 guys, and I needed counseling about. So I asked her, oh, she said she was the one that offered and said, oh, if you have any problem, just text him and he will reply you for counseling. So I texted Apostle Justin Suleiman 2014 for counseling, and I asked him, what are you guys saying? What is going on? What is going on, guys? What are you guys saying fake? This is so annoying. What's going on, guys? Anyways, I contacted this man of God via text message for counseling. I thought That isn't G's lover. So who's G's lover? See, nobody. You guys should tag the real person. Okay, you guys should tag the real person. I'm in Canada, Vancouver. Anyways, it doesn't matter if he's real or fake, but he's listening to us, right? So let's go back to him. Okay, you guys should send me the page. Which one? You guys should tag him. Go tag him. Go tag him. I know he pressured me to go apologize. I'm gonna get there. Should I go ahead or what? Okay, I'm going ahead, okay? It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I contacted a man of God for counseling via text message, just like my friend told me to. This my friend I'm talking about, she's dead now. She died 2020, June 2020, and I didn't even hear anything about it on social media. They just covered her death. The girl that introduced me to him is dead right now. So people have died for this, for what I'm trying to talk about right now. I just want the world to know the truth. I want the world to know the truth. Okay? So the truth is that I contacted him via text message. This is my page. I can come up with anything. Please, guys, whoever do not want to listen can go off, please. This is my page, okay? This is my page. Go off. Do not tell me what to do on my page. Just go off. Go and sleep or something, okay? So I contacted him for counseling via text message, and he called me back and he changed the whole story, and he started saying how,
Hello.
hi,
Hi.
hi,
Fine.
good,
And
how are
you?
you?
Good,
I'm okay,
good.
thank you. What's your name
I
and
live
where
in
are you?
London. And
Oh,
I'm
nice.
Oluwakemi. I just wanted to say hello, that's all. Not much to say.
Oh, oh, that's cool. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Actually, I appreciate every one of you that is here right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So I just wanted to see my story again, because even the girl that introduced me to this man is dead. She died 2020 mysteriously, and nobody talked about it. So I feel like if the man is still coming after me till now, using people in Canada, like boys in Canada, to come after me, I feel like I should talk about
Yeah.
it, because he's still coming after me. He's still coming after
Yeah.
me.
Well, I think that, your idea of, talking about your story again and just, bringing people into your world it's really important. Like you said, if we've given our power away once, we and you've gotten it back, then you need to tell your story. Definitely. I totally agree.
Thank you very much. Some people come here telling me, why am I like, this is my page. What am I supposed to do on my page? Is to
Yes,
love
absolutely.
myself. Like they can do whatever they want, right? If this man is claiming a man of God, and I know that Nigeria stand on God, even if we're doing it wrongly, almost everyone goes
Yeah,
to, you know
sure.
what I mean? We let's just say we are not actually doing it right, the right way. Okay, we're trusting people so much and we're giving pastors our money, but on the but the underlying thing there is that we're trying to know God. That is what we're trying to do. But even if we're doing it wrongly, that doesn't mean we'll not do, but we're trying to know God. Nigeria is godly country, that's all we have. That's the power we have,
Yeah,
godliness.
I think we're
We don't
quite a
have
religious country in that we are, very religious, but
very.
godly is it's a little bit different. But I guess, everyone to their views.
Oh yeah, there are real people that are godly though, because I grew up in Nigeria and I am godly. And that's the reason I'm
Yes,
alive
yes.
today. I was really, so I can say I'm not gonna think that I'm the only godly person in the whole country, right? So I can believe I'm sure there are still some godly people. And if you see the amount of churches that we have in Nigeria, it's because of God. We're trying to know God, or religion, or whatever it is. It's all God. Like, we're trying to actually know God, even if we're doing it wrongly. I feel like people need to know the truth. If this man is saying he's a pastor, is calling the name of God, and he has been coming after me, if I do you anything, where is the godly way? What's the example of the godly way you are dealing with
Yes.
it? You know, what is the godly way you are dealing with it? Why are you not showing people the godly way you are dealing with me? Instead, all it does is just fear. It puts fear on, like, I couldn't even sleep all night. I was having a nightmare. But I know it's normal, because even though I walk to the valley of Charlotte, like, I know my shade now, and I know he cannot do me anything. First of all, he didn't give me life. He can't take it. I believe strongly in who gave me life is the only one
Yes.
that can
Let
take
me
it.
allow you continue to tell your story because I can see that loads of people want to hear it. But it was nice talking to you, and more grace to your helper. Wish you all the best. Bye bye.
Thank you. So he called me back on the phone, and he started telling me about relationship. He didn't even say anything about the topic I texted him about. So I was scared, you know. I was scared. I'm like, what are you talking about? Then he told me, don't worry, I'm not with my wife anymore, but I cannot just throw her out. I need to get a wife first. So I said, okay. So he made me feel like he was going to um, marry me. He gave me the impression that he was going to marry me. That was the impression. And he said God sent him to me. That's the reply I got for the counseling. So it says God sent him to me. So I said, okay. I believed him after talking to me for a while. Then he distracted me totally with money. It's not like he was actually trying to help me with any finance, because he made sure I did not invest. He was telling me, don't worry, I'll give you another money for a house. Go spend this one. I'll give you money for a house. I did not buy anything for myself. I could not invest anything. So he told me all this stuff, and I'm like, okay. I believed him. I trusted him with everything inside of me. I thought, because I actually went for counseling, and that was what I got. I'm like, okay, I thought God actually sent him. So, because that was what he told me. Then he invited me over to Europe. I went to meet him. We started a relationship. Then he told me about all the rest of his girlfriends. It counted Daniela, KK. We've been through this before, right? Is it Ejifo? What's that name of the lady? All of them. He told me about them. So I felt like he has been doing this stuff before. It's not just me, you know. So hide the comment. I don't really know how to hide the comments though. I'm not sure of how to hide the comments, but I won't look at the comment. I'm just gonna tell you guys my story. I'm just trying to let you guys know who he really is. And I'm still standing here saying my truth, because I know that my God is alive. He's been putting fear. He's been doing all kinds of scary stuff. That's all he can do. But I know those stuff are lies. So um, he invited me over to Europe and everything. So for a while, I wasn't seeing him. So I was complaining. I was saying things like, oh, when am I going to see you and all that. But I didn't think I was going to see him anytime soon. So that was when I said, okay, I was going to go into my music and start something for myself. He said over his dead body, that he will never date anybody that wants to do music or anything. Then I'm like, what does that mean? That caused some kind of misunderstanding between me and him. So I came to Nigeria to with someone that has connection in music. I came to Nigeria 2017, and this same month, on the month of March 2017, I've even done an audio with Timaya already. I'm gonna post. If you look inside my page, you see Timaya's picture. That was me and Timaya in his studio, March 2017. This month made it 5 years. What I'm talking about right now, this month made it 5 years. So after I've paid, like, we have the video shoot on, like 3 days to my video shoot, this man, SULEIMAN, froze my account. SULEIMAN froze my account, and I went to the bank to try to find out why my account was frozen, right? I went to the bank to find out why my account was frozen. They said I should wait. The next thing I saw was a lot of cops everywhere. I saw cops everywhere. It was like, I felt like I stole something, you know? It was like, I felt like I stole something. They were with guns and fire spray, what do you call it? It was like one of those movies you watch where SARS or something come to invade your home at night, that kind of thing, like a drug deal. So I was very confused. I was very scared. I was very confused. I was very scared. That was how they started beating the boy I came to Nigeria with to do music. They beat him up, and they collected our phones and everything that we had that day. They collected everything from us. So they arrested us, but luckily the manager of that branch felt something was wrong. It wasn't right to freeze someone's account for no reason and bring police. You know, yeah, pepper spray. Thank you. They were using pepper spray on him. They said I have to give. SULEIMAN requested for my cell phones, a particular cell phones he has been texting. He requested for it. He said they must give him that cell phone. So the police said, where is the exact cell phone? They were beating the boy. I hid the phone before, but I had to give them because they were beating the boy using pepper spray and everything. So they took, luckily the boy's family got a lawyer. Keamu sent someone there immediately, because the manager tried to delay them and help us call someone, because she was worried nobody will know where they will take us to, and which she was right. She actually saved us. And this happened at the UBA on Anthony Street. So they took us to the cell, and he was refusing us bail because Keamu was sending someone there for every day for 3 days. He was refusing us bail. He refused us bail. So Keamu was worried, so he had to bring it up on blogs, and he had to put it out there on news and everything. He published it. So when he published it, SULEIMAN sued us to court immediately without a lawyer and everything. But thank God that the judge, she was a woman, and she didn't take no bribe. She wanted to see the end of the case. She said, where is the proof that this girl is trying to blackmail you? Where is the proof? He had no proof. So the judge said they had to let us go. But we had to go to prison for another 3 days because it was a holiday. They needed someone to sign a surety because I wasn't really, nobody was expecting all those kind of things to happen. Finally, we went to Kirikiri for 3 days. I had to stay in Kirikiri for 3 days. So after 3 days, I had to, and then everything was possible, and I left. And he sued me to court, and we've been going to court from since the whole of 2017 to the whole of 2018, you know? So the whole of 2017, the whole of 2018, I was going to court. 2018, I even flew 16 times, back and forth 16 times. 2018, I was tired, and the judge made me understand that I cannot miss one day because she is doing her best to make sure that the truth comes out. And for example, I've already started it. I could not stop because the judge said she will write them, they will throw me in jail if I missed one court. So the whole of 2017, I was flying to Nigeria, and immediately after court, I had to leave Nigeria for my own safety, you know? I had to leave Nigeria immediately. But people were not believing in me. People were not listening to me. For example, the man I'm talking about is a very rich person. How can I compete with that? How can I compete with that? How can I compete with that? The man is a very rich person, and he's using the name of God to cover his face. And you know how religious Nigerians are. We are very religious people. You know, we carry religion for head where we are very religious people. So he's using the name of God to cover his tracks. So at this point, this man told me every day after court, he approaches me and he tells me that you cannot win this. I will drag this, and I will make sure I transfer this case from this woman and make sure I get my way, you know? So I'm like, no, the whole of 2017, I fought. The whole of 2018, the same thing. I was exhausted. Then he succeededly carried the case from this woman's, from court in Lagos to somewhere like Katsina or something, like somewhere very far away from reality, because I've never been to that kind of place. You know, those like local jazz, something, I don't know, it's so far away. I lost hope immediately. I lost faith. I lost hope. You guys should understand that. You should understand that I have been fighting this person by myself since the whole of 2017 and the whole of 2018 with no support. Even before I went to the back of Kiyamu to go to his church, I told Kiyamu that I am exhausted. Kiyamu, you need to help me. You know, I'm saying the truth. Find a way. You know, even if it's to put a GoFundMe out there. Kiyamu didn't do anything about it. I told him, I begged him. There was nothing I didn't do. I begged him for months that even sometimes when we have court case, he would tell me you cannot miss it, and I would tell him I cannot come. I'll tell him, Kiyamu, I cannot come. I don't have money, and I have to pay flights for this. The boy too, I put his life at risk. He was not paying, like he's not spending his money. I was the one that put him in this. So I was buying his tickets and everything. 2 people, you know, when I flew 16 times, he flew 16 times too. All tickets I paid for. So you guys have to understand. First of all, we have to be reasonable, you know. I'm talking to you guys. We are all human beings. don't understand. We are all human beings. You guys should look at the person I'm talking about. We're all human beings. If you don't understand who we are, I must talk to you, because if you don't understand, then who will understand? 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 If you guys are not understanding, who will understand? I don't like. I'm not talking to myself. I do not live in Nigeria by myself. Like, you guys are human beings. I see you as human being. If you do not understand, who will understand? Anyways, I feel like you guys are human beings, and we are all in this life together. We all own Nigeria together. Nobody own Nigeria past anybody, whether man of God or not. Whether man of God or not, nobody own Nigeria past anybody. We are all Nigerians. Right? We are all Nigerians. So it pressured me to come to his church. And I told you guys, after every court, right? After every court, he approaches me with someone called Frank. It would tell me that, okay, it tells me that you cannot win this battle. You must settle behind. And this man will not go through lawyer to settle, because of, he's trying to say he didn't do this thing. Why would he go to lawyer to settle? You know? And I felt like he was telling us, Frank was approaching me after court all the time, telling me the same thing, that it will never go through lawyer to settle. I should not be wasting my time. After he succeeded, after 2 years that I have fought and nobody was listening, he succeedingly transferred the case from Lagos to a very far place that I know that I will never go there. Because I know that after courts, I got lost because of that place. You know what I mean? A lot of things are happening that they don't even make it to the news. So I was really worried, and I felt, you know, that if the woman that was, you know, I felt confident a little bit when the woman was a judge, right? When she was the judge, I felt confident a little bit. But after it was transferred from her, I just felt like, that's it. So yeah, when Frank approached me again and said, I have to come and to his church and say everything I was saying was a lie, so he would take the case off court. You know, one of the reasons I'm talking about this right now is that how can a man of God say I should come and lie to people inside church? You know, you can drop the case, and, you know, I just feel like that was too extreme. Like, what is Nigeria turning into? Like, you know what I mean? And apart from that, since I went to the church, I've been carrying that burden of lies. And this man has been coming after me spiritually. Some loser men that wants his attention are coming after me too, physically. Like, I cannot tell enough how they poison my food. They poisoned me in Nigeria more than 2 times, in Abuja. My own uncle, he got into my family. my own uncle that took care of me like a father, my own uncle. I was complaining to him about how I so much nightmares, like I can't sleep. This man is just after me. I don't think about you. Why are you in my dreams or every night trying to come, like running, like even this morning too. I had the same dream this morning. I was watching the movie. I went to bed by like 12 and I woke up by 2 o'clock and I didn't sleep till now, like because of the nightmare. That was when I started talking to someone today and they said I should come online and express myself whenever I feel, whenever I get that anything about the situation, I should come out and talk about it. If it's fear, talk it out and let it go. This is how I can actually move on, by talking about my experience. If this man all he has is fear and he's putting fear on people, how many people is he doing this to? Okay, this is what my uncle did to me. My own uncle that took care of me like a father. I was telling him how the dreams and everything I was having, how I cannot make friends. How I cannot make friends in Canada. Like everybody is coming after me because of him. So my uncle said he will help me. He said he was going to help me. I said, okay. So it was Christmas 2019. We went to Ondo State, Owo. That was where we're from. So he said he was going to help me over there. So I said, okay. I followed him and he said, okay. We took me to this place. We're walking. After we've walked for like 10 minutes inside this bush area, my mind was like, oh my God, what is going on? Then I started realizing that, okay, this might be a mistake. But my mind said, don't doubt. Don't even shake. You're already here. I said, okay. And me, I'm the type of person that since I was born like this, with faith like this. I grew up in church. Like, I don't know if it's because maybe my mom actually looked for a child. She went to church. She was looking for a child before she had me. I don't know if that's the reason, but I know I'm a little different. So, like me, I would just, even if I did see a person want to kill me right now, I would just lock up and believe in God. Like, they look you like this, I will be staring at you until you start like, why is she staring at me like this? Like, you know, I really believe in God. So my mind said, don't doubt, just keep going. So immediately I told myself, I accepted that word, don't doubt. If I accepted it, I said, okay, I won't doubt. I've noticed that because it was my uncle and one other guy, I noticed that they were now scared because I wasn't scared. They were now scared. Like, I was there, was working together. I even told him, though, I'm tired of working. He said, don't worry, don't doubt, because I wanted to, like, what's this? He said, don't doubt, don't worry. But what my uncle took me to go and do, he was trying to frame me that I've gone mad. Because what happened was, there was this little, why will I not come out and talk about this if a pastor is using my own family to frame me that I've gone mad? Tell me why I will not tell Nigerians the truth, please. If he has done this to me, how many people has he done it to? If he has done this to me, how many people has he done it to? It's not everybody that can actually talk, The girl that gave me her number, she's dead right now. 2020, she died. I have no clue why. She just died, and I didn't even see it anywhere. This is a girl that sings. Me and her grew up in Delta State, but she won a singing competition. So she went to Lagos when we were little. She has followers, but she died and nobody said anything. So I'm thinking that if this happened, why will I not talk about it? Imagine what God saved me from with my uncle. Imagine how many other people must have tried that I didn't even know the extent to where they wanted to go, but because of you know, when you did not do anything, I did not lie against anybody. He was the one that arrested me. I did not lie against anybody. They had to publish this whole thing because he arrested me and he was refusing bail. Isn't that a crime? First of all, you arrested someone without a reason. Then the next thing, you are refusing bail. They could even poison your food in the cell or jail, whatever. You know, my lawyer was scared. Every day they come, they pursue them, saying you cannot. They've been told not to allow me go. So with my uncle, then there was a little like garbage place, but a little water there. My uncle said, okay, I have to bath in the water. I said, this water is too dirty and small. It's not a stream. It's not a river. This water is dirty and small. It looked like where a crazy person will go. And I was confused. I said, he said, you cannot doubt. It's a spiritual walk. I said, okay. So him and the person prayed on the water in my presence. He now told me if I see anybody coming, I should not run away. I should just continue. I said, okay. So the person left to the other side. Because it's a bushy area, the person left. My uncle, I told him he cannot leave me there. So he backed me. He was there, but he turned his back. So I took off my clothes. I said, since he turned it back, I said I would just pretend that I bathed because the place was really dirty. It's not where you want to take anybody go for anything. But because he was my uncle and he told me not to doubt, there was nothing I could do. I'm like, okay, but since he's not looking at me, I can just pretend that I'm bathing this water and not bath. So as soon as I bent down naked, I saw people on the bike with camera. So I was naked in this place that looks totally like only a crazy person can go. Then I saw two people with camera on a bike snapping me picture naked. They were snapping me picture. So this was what my uncle did to me. So immediately I could not understand. I'm like, why are they snapping me picture? How did they know I was here? This is a bush part. I cannot even scream. Nobody, it doesn't look like anybody was going to come. So I just kept quiet. I put on my clothes. My uncle said, don't worry about that. It's okay. Leave them. Let them just drive, go with their bike. And because I wear my clothes, I'm like, uncle, what is that? Who are these people? Like, why are they taking me pictures? Then he said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Leave them, you know. He said, don't worry about it. Leave them. I said, okay. I put on my clothes. Then I knew, when I left, I knew exactly what they were trying to do. You know, I knew exactly what they were trying to do. They were trying to frame me for madness. And if they succeed in doing that, they could kill me, like, because they would say she has gone mad. They'll put it on paper, add it step in Otobo died. Oh, she went mad and she died. They will not trace it back to him, right? So they will not trace it back to him, right? So I had to run away. I went back to my hotel. I had to call my manager. I was so scared. I told him he has to help me. He was scared too. As soon as he knew it was me, he was so scared. He changed my room. I mean, this was life and death, right? Thank God for that, Mr. Peter. He changed my room immediately. He made sure he protected me. He even called some army for me, and he said if I feel any fear at all, I should call these people immediately. So that was how my uncle came back to the hotel. Because I changed my room, he didn't know where I was. He started screaming, oh, where's the girl that I was here with, my sister? So they said I checked out. He started fighting with them. That is a lie. If a hotel tell you your guest checked out, Why would you doubt that? Because that was funny. He started fighting with them. So they fought him and they said, you cannot stay here, you have to go. They called police for him. Then he left. I actually went to Nigeria 2019 for my liposuction because I couldn't do it here in Canada because it was COVID at the time. It was COVID at the time, right? So I had to go to Nigeria, and I needed in Canada you must come with someone to take care of you. And at that time I was staying away from everybody. I had nobody here, so I did it in Nigeria. I paid before I even went. So when I got to Abuja at that Arewa, Renew Arewa, something like that, Renew something, Renew Hospital in Abuja. I can tag it if you guys want. I can tag these people. And when I went there, I was waking up but thank God before the surgery, I was just hoping that the man, because I noticed he was scared, the doctor was scared again. So in my mind, I didn't even want to look at that fear. I'm like, you know what? You know what? I've paid this man for me. He collected 4 million naira from me. I will not come and, this man will not collect my money and come and be scared because of anything. My life is in the hands of God. So he said luckily he said I should lead them in prayer. That was where I knew that God really wanted to stand for me, because it's my life. I know how to hand it over to God well. Because the money I went to use for my liposuction, I asked God for it particularly, and he gave it to me. So I had permission to do it from God. I said, God, you had to give. I said, you know that song, Breathe. Just breathe your name, oh Lord, just breathe. I believe that song is the song that saved my life. I brought that song and I wanted the man to sing it because he was scared. I said, come, carry your fear to God. You cannot be scared after you have collected my money. You should have been scared before you collected my money, because this money, I will not leave it for you or SULEIMAN. I don't care what's about to happen. My life is in the hands of God. I know that much. Because I will not come and pay 4 million naira. Then you not come and be scared and want to kill me. You cannot kill me on top of my money. That doesn't happen. Because I believe that it's God. This life still belongs to God. It still belongs to God. So I led the prayer and I went for the surgery. I trusted God completely. So later I woke up. When I was waking up, I saw one of the nurses was on the phone and she was saying, this girl don't die, wake up, die, wake up, die, wake up 3 times. Like, if she dies, she go come back again. If she dies, she go come back again. You know, I wasn't thinking she was talking about me. So she didn't know I was up. I was staring at her talking. I'm like, why would someone die, wake up? I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. So that was where I spoke to her. I'm like, hey, what's up? What's going on? So she said, she shot and she got off the phone and she went to call the doctor. The doctor was giving me one pill that I was reacting with. Anytime he gave me that painkiller, I feel like, say, someone is trying to kill me. So, but I didn't think anything. So I told the doctor came and said, oh, and we were scared. Oh, it was trying to tell me something about me dying. I did not want to listen because I know that's not possible. I didn't ask him any. He was saying it, but I just like, okay. But these pills you're giving me, I explained to him. And I said, oh, you have mouth to talk. Because he thought that I just came out from surgery and I didn't know what was happening. So he told me that, oh, you have mouth to talk because we have not injected you with it. So that's like clocked my head. Like, I was not thinking, what is happening? What is happening? So I became so scared. Ina gave me that same pills that I'm reacting to. Like, Ina give me 4 or 5 of it. Usually gives me one, like 3 times a day, gives me one each, but I react to it. So Ina gave me 4 of it. And I said, I'm telling you, something is making me feel like I'm dying. You are actually giving me 4? And I said, if I don't take it, he's going to forcefully make me take it. He's going to inject me with it. I held him immediately. I started crying. I said, what is going on? You cannot inject me with something that I feel like is affecting me. So immediately I knew that something was wrong. They must have given me that same thing that made me to die and wake. So I knew something was wrong. So I started calling people. I started calling people that, okay, someone, I don't understand what's going on here. You have to come and see me. Anybody I call that comes there, they tell the person she has gone crazy. You need to leave. They'll send them away with the police, and they'll tell them I've gone crazy. So that just puts some alarm in my head, because I know I'm not crazy. So people are calling me back and telling me, oh, we can't see you. They said you have gone crazy. And the people believe, because he's a doctor. They didn't think of anything. Until I called someone that has some level in Abuja. The person came and they told him the same thing, that I've gone crazy. So the person went to use police. They said no police from that area wanted to come to that hospital. He had to go out of town to get some police. So the police, they came with him. That was when they allowed me. So the person said she's fine. How is she crazy? This is what is happening in the world, in Nigeria. I'm saying this because I feel like young youths like me, like most of us in my generation, we have all trusted all these kind of people that we look up to, but they have disappointed us, almost all of them. You all know the politicians. This is the problem of Nigeria. We trusting the wrong people. This is the problem. When we have trusted them, when they have our head, they will be leading us astray. They will be leading us astray. How are we going to ever be a better leader? And if we do not take over, Nigeria is never going to get better. We do not have no power, because we trusted all these people. We've trusted all these people. I'm not even talking about when SULEIMAN paid my bunch of friends to go against me. Luckily, these girls were supporting me before. When this whole thing started, immediately, these girls were supporting me before. Then the next thing, they changed and they were going against me. Thank God people recognized them from tattoos and everything and said, but you were supporting her just now. How are you going against her again? You were saying she was saying the truth. Thank God, like little, the truth has been coming out. And I'm so grateful to God that he saved my life, because this man has tried to kill me. It's not spiritually, it's not physically. With the doctor, with my uncle, then talk about, I want you guys to look at, if he's talking that he's a man of God and he's doing all these things to me, it means he's not a man of God and he's using some kind of negative power. If he's doing that, it means there are other people, other politicians too, that are doing the same thing. There are other politicians too that are doing the same thing. If they are controlling us like that, if they are controlling the youth like that, we won't have enough strength. We won't have enough strength to move the country forward. It looks like Nigeria is dead. Everybody is frustrated. Is it the traffic or the gas? There's no gas. Like, everybody's frustrated. Why are we frustrated? Because we've given our powers away. I'm just trying to say we should stop trusting the wrong people. That is all I'm trying to say. We have to stop trusting the wrong people so that we can build for ourselves. How can we build for ourselves? We have to stay inside our body, because when you stay inside your body, connect with yourself. That's why it says something inside of you is greater than everything in the world. That is the power God gave us. And if we are trusting other people, they bring us out of our body, out of our mind. You know, they bring us out of our body, out of our minds. You cannot give your heart to someone that needs a head. Everybody will lose. That is what is just happening. It's just a simple thing I am trying to tell everybody. I believe God saved my life for a reason. Okay, before I went to the church, right, I told him that my career was going to be over. I said everything. I said people are going to come against me, and you know I am saying the truth. So what's going to happen? He promised to give me some money to cover up myself, because it's obvious that my life was going to be, if I go lie against myself, especially inside of church. It's not like I wish he's a politician, maybe would have done it outside. God is involved. Even if he's not a man of God, there are people in that church that believes in God through him, based on the fact that he has been able to lie, succeededly lie, and manipulate people. This pastor I'm talking about, SULEIMAN, he tells me with his own mouth that he injects children and try to raise them up from the dead. This is the pastor I'm talking about. So if this is like, I feel like God saved my life for a reason. It's not because of money. So he promised me to give me money. Before I went into the church, the person that he arrested me with, brother, gave him account number. He sent 20 million in there. In my present, I saw a lot, right? But I didn't really put my mind on the money because I was frustrated. You guys saw how ugly I became because of the battle was too much for me. And as a young girl, I didn't even know what was happening. Even something was like, I don't know. I didn't have a clue, because everything happened so fast. Before anything, I saw myself in the news for something else, not music. So I was lost. I didn't even try to fight. I didn't try to fight for the money. So as soon as I went to the church, they prepped me in Abuja. Then we went to the church with all of this. There was armies and soldiers there. I could not, even if I wanted to say the truth, there were guns staring at me. If the man can arrange that kind of thing, he could have shot me right there. I don't know how much he got those people under his sleeve, right? So, because I wanted to say the truth, because I felt like I had an opportunity to speak to his people. I wanted to say the truth, but because of the guns and the armies that was around me, I could not, say anything. So immediately after I left the church, we went back to Abuja immediately. They were rushing me to go back to Canada. I left for Canada. He made sure I left for Canada immediately. All is just to cover up the money. As soon as I got to Canada, they were supposed to give me, we agreed on 50 million. So he gave 20 first. He said after the church, he was going to give me another 30. As soon as I got to Canada, he told me, so they told me that 20 million was not there. I've left Nigeria. I knew I wasn't smart about the money, but it wasn't because of the money. I just wanted to get out of the situation. I wanted to get out. I didn't care. Even if he had told me to say anything, I would have said it, because I was already all done, you know? I was done. So that was how I came to Canada. Didn't Frank, that was supposed to send me the remaining money, he said every day he tell me tomorrow, tomorrow. I waited for 3 days. He didn't send me the remaining money. As stupid as I was still expecting because I knew that I had to run. I had to stay down for a while. You know, if this was a man of God, I ruined my life like that. Okay, fine, you promised to give me something, you did not give it to me. Fine, let's just say fine. Everything was okay. Go on your own. Let me go on my own. But this man has still been after me, paying anybody that cares to get money from him. I don't want to be talking about this anymore, but he's still after me. Anytime he comes after me, I'm going to come out and talk about it because he has to leave me alone. You didn't give me money for, like, you ruined my career. You didn't care about it. You call yourself a man of God. Okay, then let's forget about it, right? But you need to leave me alone. It will not leave me alone. It needs to leave me alone. So if he keeps coming after me, I will thank God for social media. I will keep coming out on social media and talk about him until you leave me alone, Suleiman. You have to leave me alone. So that was how I went to the church and got all the whole story messed up. So, but I just, now that things have been like this, it's okay. I believe that God is still in control. You know, even if I failed at that time, God never fails. God never fails. So that's my story. And if he's after my life, I don't feel like he's a man of God, right? If he's after my life, I don't feel like he's a man of God. And he needs to stop hiding. Well, God will be his judge. I'm just saying my own story, then let God be his judge. So even 2020, he still messaged me. I have the number, I have the message. Suleiman messaged me. Now that I've said it, I know he's gonna go change his number. He messaged me. He was insulting me for making a music video. That same thing he said when we were when we were together since 2017, when he said he doesn't want me to become a musician or anything. 2020, just after after last year. Yeah, just before last year, sorry. Just before last year, the year before last year. 2020. He still messaged me and tell me, oh, why are you making music video? Instead of you to go and hide somewhere, I gave him the insult of his life. Anyways, this is my platform and I've said my story. I've said my story. My God that gave me life will protect me. I know that for sure. So I want to thank you guys a lot for listening. I want to thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry I'm not able to come online with a lot of people today, but thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to leave soon now. I just want to thank you, say my story. And the bottom line here is that we should stop. This is the problem of Nigeria. Everyone is being frustrated. Some people that have money will not listen because they have money, they can manage. But any one of you that thinks that you want to build yourself, you want to stop giving your power away. God gave everybody power. That's why I said there's something inside of you that is greater than anything inside the world. What is inside of you is greater than anything in the world. That word is true. That word is true. You guys should believe it. So if you guys think you want to work on yourself, we can talk about this more. Leave comments on the bottom so we can talk about this. I want us to be the one that, I want this generation to be the generation that breaks this cycle. There's a reason God saved me. That man, he has done everything that his power can do to drop his head, not me. But everything he planned will go back to him, because I know how my God works, the one that is protecting my life. Let's stop trusting all these men that buys us cars, buys us houses for our support. This is the problem of Nigeria. I too, I was one of these people that trust these people. I told you he gave me money for my trust. At the end of the day, he's trying to kill me for it. Anyways, I'm gonna go off now. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. Stay blessed. Whatever you're going through, I want to tell you, join me in trusting God completely about your life, because that's the only thing I can do right now in this hard period of my life, because this man is trying to bring me fear, so I will keep quiet. But God did not give me the spirit of fear, you know. And you know, it says, I'll walk through the valley of shadow of death, I'll fear no evil. How many times I've seen death with my eyes? When I got poisoned in Abuja, before I went for after my surgery, my cousin came to my house. I sent him to go and buy me drink. I sent him to go and buy some provision stuff, my own cousin. I threw up the whole, I drank juice and I threw up the whole day. Thank God for some people that just came, and that day I had to go to studio that day. I had to go to studio. I said I must go to studio with this death I'm seeing. I was seeing death with my eyes. I was denying it. I said, you are a liar. You are a liar. Thank God for my life. You know. Thank you all so much. I love you guys. I believe we are all human beings. It's apart from the fact that people think I'm looking for attention. This is my page. I can look for attention if I want to. But I am talking about life and death here. This is a serious situation. I'm talking about life and death here. If this man is killing people, then what are other pastors like him or politicians are doing in Nigeria that is stealing our destiny and everything, you know? Anyways, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go off now. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you so much.